Welcome back to an all-new season of What Happens Next, the podcast that examines some of the biggest challenges facing our world and asks the experts, what will happen if we don't change? And what can we do to create a better future? I'm your host, Dr. Susan Carland. What's ahead of you on this season of the podcast? The future of soldiering. Robotics, autonomous systems, and AI are becoming more commonplace in our militaries. What does that mean for the human soldiers working alongside them?
I think there's a real risk that in the future wars will be started by computers who have been granted an authority to fire in certain circumstances, detect something or maybe just make a mistake, open fire, and that drags the rest of us into a war.
Digital vigilantism. Just because we can use the internet to distribute citizen justice doesn't mean we should, right? We'll find out.
Digital vigilantism, by definition, if it's going to be ethical, it can't be based on the promotion of self-interest, and it can't be promoting the notion of vengeance.
Slow fashion. The textile industry produces an enormous amount of waste, and the knock-on effects are shocking. Is it possible to be an ethical fashionista? The experts weigh in.
We simply have to slow down. We have no choice because we're actually just chewing through resources and human capital and greenhouse gas emissions. We're chewing through all of that at such an expansive speed that we really have no choice. We don't have 50 years.
Weight loss. You can't go anywhere without hearing about the latest fad diet or workout. But do they really work? And what's going on with the way we talk about fat?
It's hard to lose weight and it's really hard to keep it off. And the clinical data suggests only about 20% of people who lose weight can keep it off.
Loneliness. It may be the age of social media, but people are reporting higher levels of loneliness than ever before. How can we connect with the most isolated among our communities?
The evidence we have in Australia indicates that about 1 in 4 of us reported feeling lonely some or all the time before the pandemic, which, I think counts as a crisis, something we should be talking about when we understand that the health impacts on individuals are really quite serious.
And finally, women in Afghanistan. You'll hear a harrowing story of escape from the Taliban, and we'll investigate the role women can play in peacekeeping when they're invited to the table.
There are no girl children in schools right now in Afghanistan. For every month, for every year they are not in school. That will reshape the destiny of Afghanistan.
Our new season premieres on your favourite podcast app. Subscribe now and learn what happens next.